Hey, what is up, Facebookies? I'm going to give everybody a couple minutes to jump on here because I know there was at least a couple people who wanted to join us live. And unfortunately, had some technical difficulties. Our camera died. So, as you may have guessed, I am new to this whole being a cameraman / tech person / whatever. And so, I've been trying to figure out like the best way to do these broadcasts where like the audio is good and obviously we can use our best camera so that it's visually appealing. We can even get some beats in there. What up, Tay? You know what I mean? And so just trying to make it like really fun. Hey, what's up, Dawn? Welcome. And so I think I figured that out, and it's kind of like a combination of live and then like pre-recording some stuff. And here's the thing. We were pre-recording some stuff earlier, and my battery on my camera died. And so what we're going to do today is we got a lot, like it's going to be great, but you're going to see some stuff like we looped it in there, like just we're doing all the working rounds with you. But if it looks like it's just, thank you, Chastity. But if it looks like it's Groundhog's Day, where it's like Angie's literally like popping back and going through, like you'll know what's going on, okay? So, let me thank you, Don. I appreciate it. We are doing our best. So I think today's going to be one of our most fun broadcasts. I got, I hope you liked the little music we put in there yesterday. And I think I'm kind of sort of figuring this out, but I gotta say, it's been fun learning some new skills. Learning how to, do all this stuff, record stuff and stream it, put it out live and cut it up and whatever. So without further ado, let's start warming up. All right, so grab your space. I'm gonna cut to the warm-up scene that we already recorded. All right, today we're gonna do a little warm-up for you. So we're doing push-ups and split squats later on in the workout. So our warm-up is gonna reflect that. So we're gonna do the scap shrugs. Scaps just means your shoulder blades, and so we're gonna talk about moving your shoulder blades a little bit to play in your push-up later. We're gonna do some dead bugs like we've been doing, which is gonna give us some core stability for the push-ups later, and we're gonna do the squat walk-ups again. Although today we're going to do fewer reps and kind of focus more on just like opening up the hips and working on your alignment to get you prepared for the split squats and the work block. Okay, so go ahead and let me see all fours. Let's work on these scap shrugs here. So from right here, Angie's going to work on getting a nice flat back, a nice neutral spine. Up a little bit more. Yeah, right there. Okay, so she's got a nice flat back here. Her elbows are going to stay straight, and she's just going to squeeze her shoulder blades together and then push them apart. Good. Give me a double chin. Okay, and keep working. So you can see her elbows are straight. They're not going anywhere. And she's just sinking right here and pushing her shoulder blades apart. So you don't want to move the spine. Basically, everything should be stable, and it's just your shoulder blades on your rib cage going like this, squeezing together like you're pinching a pencil between your shoulder blades, and then driving the opposite of that. So what this does, it kind of wakes up all those little stabilizer muscles around the shoulders, and it helps us kind of dial in what our shoulders should be doing during the push-up. So Angie can do 10 of them. I don't know where you're at.
I'm at 10.
10, good. She's done 10. All right, now the next round, we're going to show you a modification for this if it's too hard on the ground, okay? So come on up to your feet. And now we are going to work on the squat walk-up, okay? So Ange, go ahead and drop, or go, shoulder width apart. Turn the toes out 30 degrees-ish. If you don't have a goniometer, that means you just go like this, all right? Cool. And go ahead and squat down. Show us a deep squat. Right? So just like we talked about yesterday, the line of the torso is going to roughly be parallel to the line of the shins here. And then Ange is just going to go ahead and put your hands on the ground, and then you can walk your feet back. All right, now she's going to walk her feet up, so left foot, right foot. Now right here, she's going to find that squat pattern again and hold the bottom. So she's going to drop her butt, lift her chest. Now she's got the nice bottom of the squat going. Now we can really focus on alignment and hips. So what you're going to do, Ange, drive your knees apart. So she's pushing out on her knees, which is going to fire up her glutes a little bit more. She's going to lengthen her spine right here. Lift the chest. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. And then one more little tidbit. Go ahead and put your elbows on your knees like you're doing a goblet squat. And then what you do here, you put your elbows on the inside of your knees, and you help actually push those knees open to pry your hips open, and then you can go a little further into the squat. Now, think about gripping the ground with the pad under your big toe, the pad under your pinky toe, and your heel. You kind of corkscrew those corkscrew those feet in the ground. Now you should have everything fired up. Go ahead and stand up and squat. Boom. So, you felt everything, right? So go ahead and do 4 more just like that, okay?
Okay.
All right, so she's gonna squat, walk back, walk up. So the point here is not so much to smoke you, it's not so much to necessarily get your heart rate up. What it is finding the alignment, right? And opening our hips up. So boom, drop the butt, lift the chest, pry those knees open, find the ground, big toe, pinky toe, heel, corkscrew the feet apart, and then keep going from there. Yeah, good. Yup. Last one. Drop it, find the feet, push the hips apart, stand up. All right, good job. So now go back to the ground, and we're gonna do dead bugs. All right.
Okay.
So now when we do the push-ups, we want to keep our core tight, right? So we want to keep these little sections together, right? The bottom of our ribs and our belt buckle. So dead bugs, Angie's gonna push her knees past her waistband here. Get the tailbone slightly off the ground, and then from there, she's just gonna go opposite arm and leg. Hold it, 3 deep breaths. Close it up and go the other way. So we are gonna do 3 reps per side like this, with 3 deep breaths per rep. Cool? Is this 3? On your right? There's 2 on your right.
2.
This is 2 on your right. Good.
This is 2.
Shoot.
1 more each side. Last one.
All right, good deal. So come on up, Ange. Now, if you were starting off with those scap shrugs and you were feeling like your head dropped way in front of you, or you're feeling like your belly was falling towards the ground, we're gonna have you do those scap shrugs against the wall, which we just have the bar set up here for Angie. So pretend like this is your wall. I'm gonna move this. There you go. So you can see those shoulder blades moving, right? So what she's gonna do, those elbows are locked. Her elbows aren't moving at all. Her core is also locked. And now she's just gonna try and pinch my fingers. There we go. And push away. And that's all it is. So this is an easier leverage. We don't have to worry so much about our alignment because standing is an easier position to hold it in. And then we're just going boom. Pinch those shoulder blades together and drive them apart. This is such a good drill. I mean, it doesn't apply only to push-ups. It applies to any sort of exercise or shoulder mechanics. It's a great postural drill just to get your shoulder blades moving. Because so many times, like when we're stuck in a static position, like at a computer, our shoulder blades stop gliding. Those little stabilizer muscles and little rotator cuff, those muscles just tend to turn off and deactivate, and we lose range of motion in our shoulder blades. So that's why this is so good. All right, you got your 10?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of the way. Do your squat walk-ups. And just do at the bottom, like 3 seconds, where you focus on feet, knees, chest up. All right? Hit it. 5 of them.
Okay. Squat down. Get those knees open up. Big chest. Hands come down. Walk back. Squeeze at the plank. Feet back up by the hands. Drop your butt. Lift your chest. Push those knees open. Grip your toes. 2, 1. Up. Back down. Nice tall squat. Hands come down. Walk it back. Squeeze. Feet back up by the hands. Drop your butt. Grip your toes. Push your knees open. Long through the spine. 2. Walk back. Up. Drop. Lift. Push out. Hold it. 3. 2 more. Squeeze. Walk back up. Drop. 2, 1. Last one. Come on down. Hands come down. Squeeze. Back up. Let's hold it. Elbows right on the inside of the knees. Push open. Tall to the top of the head. Grip your toes. Corkscrew your heels in. And done.
Okay, cool. So let's do another round of dead bugs.
Okay.
All right, and this time I'm going to cue you through them a little bit more. So I'm going to give you a few things to focus on, okay? So go ahead and start. Now, if holding your legs, straight like this is hard, you can modify it by bending your knees just like this, okay? And we have like a plethora of dead bug videos out, all right? This is kind of our thing here. All right, but anyway, go back to where you're comfortable. So you just got to make sure the knees are pulled past the waistband. That ensures that your hips are in the right position and that your lower back stays flat to the ground, which is super important, okay? So go ahead and hit it out, Angie, and hold it. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, close it up. All right, so this set, go ahead and do it again. You're going to focus on this heel right here. Push that to the wall. 2, 3, come up. And now we're going to reach those fingertips. Fingertips to that wall, heel to that wall. 2, 3, up. Other way. Fingertips that way, heel that way. Nice and long. Push that lower back down. Close it up. And now we're going to go 3 directions, all right? So fingertips that way, heel that way. This heel goes to the ceiling. Drive those hips apart. Close it up. Good job. One more. Fingertips that way, heel that way to the ceiling. Close it up.
I'm shaking.
Nice. That was 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, good. And we're going to be doing those dead bugs in the workout as well. So go ahead. Angie's going to go back to all fours and do the scap shrugs here. Now, as you count those out, I'm just going to talk a little bit about a concept here, which is alignment, right? So I kind of mentioned to you before that just standing against the wall, leaning against the wall, is probably the easiest variation because we don't have to think so much about our spinal alignment. We're literally holding ourselves up against the wall. Going to all fours here is going to challenge us against gravity a little bit because gravity's pulling on our stomach, it's pulling on our lower back. And we have to resist it a little bit here on all fours. So we've got this core stability going on while we drive the shoulder blades apart. If you wanted to make this even more challenging, you would drop your feet back into a push-up plank because now your core alignment is being challenged the most while you shrug your shoulder blades. Now, and I'm just going to go ahead and say this, there's no gold medal for doing this. There's no... I don't know, you're not a hero for doing it this way. You know what I mean? If that's what you need for the challenge, do it that way. But also, don't be in a hurry to skip ahead because what matters most is that the spine stays stable so that you're getting movement from where you actually are trying to get movement from, which is those shoulder blades. That's got to be 10.
And that's plenty hard on all.
Yeah, cool. All right, come on up. Let's do the squats again.
All right, ready? We're going for 5.
All right.
Talking?
Yeah, I'll talk through it. So she's got her feet. Angie's going to find the pad under her big toe, the pad under her pinky toe, and her heel. She's going to corkscrew those legs out. She's going to feel some tension come up in her legs just as she does that. So pull yourself into that squat, right? Nice alignment. Now you're going to drop those hands. You lose your squat a little bit. That's okay. Step back. Step up. All right, so find your toes, find your heels, corkscrew your legs, drop your butt, lift your chest, long spine, drive those legs apart, drive those knees apart, and stand up. Good job. Keep working. All right, so the whole time, when you squat up and pull yourself down, you're going to find stability from your feet up. So you find that pad on your big toe, you find that pad on your pinky toe, you find your heel, so it forms a little tripod on your foot, and then you corkscrew your feet away. And so what that does, that generates tension and activates muscles all up and down your legs. Pull yourself into the squat, right? And then you just really focus on keeping your chest up and your spine nice and long while you do it. That's it.
Cool.
Got 5?
That might have been 4.
Do one more. Because I think that was 4 as well. Cool.
I was busy listening to your cues.
Good. Well, yeah, good. Do they help, feel kind of the stability in your hips and stability in your lower back?
Yes, which I need right now.
Yeah. Go ahead and do your dead bugs again.
Okay.
So we'll do 3 more, and then we'll move on to the instruction for the first work block.
Woo!
All right? Cool. So remember, heels long that way, fingertips long that way. Boom. 2, 3. All right, close it up. Long and long, right? Keep that lower back down, close it up. And now she's gonna keep keep pushing long there, and she's going long here, so she's driving her hips apart. Go ahead, come up, do it again. Long here, good. Come up, good job. Good, close up. One more, right? Steer on each side. Yep. All right, cool. So that's the warm-up block. We're going to move the camera around a little bit so that we can show you what's up with our work block, which is split squats, push-ups, and dead bugs? I got to look at my sheet. But yeah, something like that. All right. So this is a quick explanation for this work block. We're doing split squats, coming over to the mat, Angie, and we are doing rocking. Why don't you show us how to line it up from the bottom? Yeah, so there we go. So the knee is going to be basically right over the ankle. Walk that out a little bit more. There you go. All right, so basically 90 degrees. The back knee is bent at 90 degrees, and you can see that that's down. And then Ange is going to work on closing up these abs just like she did in the splits, or in the dead bug rather, right? So top or bottom of the ribs, top of the belt buckle, close together. Good job. And just like we were doing in that goblet squat, nice and long through the spine. All right, so Ange is going to push the ground, stand up, boom. And this is different than a lunge because this back foot stays stationary. So she's just kind of dipping up and down. It's a purely vertical movement. Yeah, there you go. Good job. All right, and that's the split squat. Now the twist that we're putting on today, we're doing a tempo, okay? So Ange is gonna go 2 seconds down. So go ahead, 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 1 1,000, hold at the bottom, 1 1,000, 2 1,000, up. All right, so we'll do it again. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, hold the bottom, that knee is just an inch off the ground for a 1 1,000, and then drive up, 2 1,000, 2 1,000. And that's the split squat, okay? Go ahead and go all fours. Let's just do some rocking. And we're pairing it up with an easy hip mobility drill, all right? And this is called rocking. So Ange is gonna go push her hands, actively push those hands on the ground, which gets her spine nice and long. It activates all those postural muscles along the backside of her body. Yep, neck is nice and long like always. And so this is a great drill because A, it's very soothing, so it kind of helps rest and recover in between sets, but also it's working on all those little postural muscles, all those little stabilizers in your spine as she moves from the hips and knees, which is exactly what's happening in the squat. So this is stabilizing the spine, moving from the hips and knees in kind of a less threatening position. So it activates all those right muscles so that when she goes back to that split squat, which is more challenging, all those little muscles are online and she's able to do a better split squat basically because all those little stabilizers are firing. Cool? All right, so we're gonna do 3 rounds with you. But then if you want, you can pause it after the third one and do 2 more if you're just feeling 1 or 2 more if you're feeling super feisty. So we're gonna do 3 rounds of each exercise. But in the PDFs we said between 3 and 5 because, hey, sometimes you're feeling it, sometimes you're not. Cool?
Okay, we're gonna start the split squat. So if you have a kettlebell at home, you can hold it in what we call the goblet position. So that'd be right here at your chest, holding onto the horns. If you have a dumbbell, you could either do opposite hand if you only have one. So if my working leg is my right leg, I can hold it on the left. Or if you have a matching pair, you can hold them on each side. Holding them on the sides kind of gives you a little bit more stability in the movement. So if you're new to this and you're looking to add weight, I'd recommend either just 1 dumbbell opposite or 1 on each side. I'm gonna do 1 on each side. All right, so remember we're lining up on the floor, so let's get started. 10 reps per side, 2, 1, 2 on the tempo. Then we'll come down for some rest with some rocking. All right, so let's go left leg forward first. Okay, so remember, ankles right under the knee, back leg at 90 degrees, front leg at 90 degrees. Coming on up, starting from the top, here we go. 1, 2, pause, 1, up, 1, 2, down, 1, 2, pause, up, 1, 2, number 3, down, 1, 2, pause, up, 1, 2, 4, down, 1, 2, pause, up, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, pause, up, 1, 2, halfway, 1, 2, pause, up, 1, 2, 6, 1, 2, pause, 1, 2, 7, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 8, 1, 2, pause, 1, 2, 9, 1, 2, pause, 1, 2, last one, 1, 2, hold it, 1, 1, 2. Okay, switch legs. Right leg forward. 90-degree angle at the front. 90-degree angle in the back. Up to the top. Here we go. Grip that big toe. Grip that heel of that front foot. Sitting back into the glute and quad. 1, 2. Pause. 1, 1, 2. Down 2. 1, 2. Pause. 1, 2. 3. 1, 2. Pause. 1, 2. 4. 1, 2. Pause. 1, 2. 5. 1, 2. Pause. 1, 2. 6. 1, 2. Pause. 1, 2. 7. 1, 2. Pause. 1, 2. 8. 1, 2. Pause. 1, 2. 2 more. 1, 2. Pause. 1, 2. Last one. 1, 2. Hold it. 1, 2. All right. Put the bells down. Bring it down for that rocking for our reset here. Working on those hips, shoulders, core. Nice and soothing. Hands right under shoulders. Shoulders out of your ears. So drive those elbows in. Big chest. Draw your belly button in. We're going 20 rocks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Halfway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 20. All right. All right. Left foot forward. Take it down. 1, 2. Pause. 1, 2. 1, 1,000. 2, 1,000. 1, 1,000. 1, 1,000. 2, 1,000. 3, 1, 2. Hold it. 1, 2. 4, 1, 2. 1, 2. 5, 1, 2. 1, 2. 6, 1, 2. 1, 2. 7, 1, 2. 1, 2. 8, 1, 2. 1, 2. 9, 1, 2. 1, 2. 10, 1, 2. Pause. 1, 1, 2. All right. Here we go. 1, 2. Pause. 1, 2. 2. 1, 2. Pause. 1, 2. 3. 1, 2. Pause. 1, 2. 4. 1, 2. Pause. 1, 2. 5. 1, 2. Pause. 1, 2. Halfway. 1, 2. Pause. 1, 2. 7. 1, 2. 1, 2. 8. 1, 2. 1, 2. 9. 1, 2. 1, 2. Last one. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. Bring it down for rocking. 20 rocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Alright, left foot forward, take it down. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 1, 1,000, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1, 2, hold it. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 6, 1, 2, 1, 2, 7, 1, 2, 1, 2, 8, 1, 2, 1, 2, 9, 1, 2, 1, 2, 10, 1, 2, pause, 1, 1, 2. All right, here we go. 1, 2, pause, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, pause, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, pause, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, pause, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, pause, 1, 2, halfway, 1, 2, pause, 1, 2, 7, 1, 2, 1, 2, 8, 1, 2, 1, 2, 9, 1, 2, 1, 2, last one, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, bring it down for rocking. 20 rocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
All right, so for our first upper body exercise, we're doing the old trusted push-up, okay? Now, you can do the push-ups on the ground, that's fine, but we also know that you need to make sure that you're in the right alignment. So a big challenge, do you want to show us like some of the challenges we see with like a dipped lower back and stuff like that? You want to do it on the ground or on the bench?
I'll show you on the ground.
Show us on the ground. Okay, great. So a couple of the challenges we see with the alignment are the sagging of the lower back and hips. And, you know, there you go. I mean, that's kind of exaggerated, but go ahead and do a couple movements like that if you can. And so what happens is the hips, you got to unlock even more to show people. There you go. So it looks something like this. If you feel a massive strain in your lower back, it means your core's offline and you got to fire it up. Okay. Then the other part is when it's segmented. So when the shoulders come up before the hips. Show us what that looks like. You come down to the ground and those shoulders come way up and then the hips follow. Like we want to be moving as a solid plank. So just adjusting the leverage of our hands is the easiest way to do that. So go ahead and pop your hands up and you can elevate your hands. You know, this is about maybe knee height for Angie. You can even start at like waist height, like on a counter or something like that. All good. All right. So go ahead, pop up there, Ange. So now you see she's got a nice alignment. Shoulder to heel, straight line. That core is turned on. Now she's going to initiate the movement just like we did those scap shrugs, pulling those shoulder blades together, except now her elbows are going to bend and she's going to drive them up to the ceiling. Her elbows are something like this, 45 degrees. They're not chicken wings, right? Where they're out here shrugging up. Her shoulders are away from her ears. Her elbows are 45 degrees. The other common mistake I see is people do their push-ups way in here with their arm glued to their rib cage. What that does for most people is as they come down, it rolls that shoulder forward into kind of a bad position right here. So there's all the strain on the front of the shoulder. That's why I don't like that. So I like to go somewhere in between like 45 degrees, which keeps my shoulders away from the ears. All right?
Quick question.
Yo.
Why not take it to the knees on the floor?
I don't like it on the knees because then you never get a chance to learn that proper core alignment, right? It takes the core completely out of it, all right?
Dead bugs.
Dead bugs we already did, so we're not going to do it now. Let's do a row. All right, so we threw a couple rowing variations in there for you. It really doesn't matter at this point. It's going to depend on what equipment you have. If you have a pair of matching kettlebells, that's great. You can do this gorilla row, which is 3 points, right? So just make sure that you're pushing one hand in the ground and pulling up with the other one, and you're just alternating back and forth, okay? Now, I understand that most of you guys are going to have either a single kettlebell or a single dumbbell. Why don't you go ahead and show them a 3-point over here.
Bet.
Good. And that's it. So Anne's just driving this hand hard into the bench, which keeps her shoulder away from her ear. She got a nice flat back. She's driving that elbow to the ceiling just like we were doing in the scap shrugs, just like we were doing in the push-ups. Shoulder blade comes to the middle of the back, right? So she squeezes the shoulder blades together, and then this elbow drives the ceiling. Her hand's going to finish somewhere between her belly button and her front pocket. Then we're going to do the Y pulls, okay? Yeah, these are the hardest. So I'm having, for the sake of this drill, we're having you do it with your head on the ground, okay?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you're going to have to lose the lid there. There you go. All right, so by resting Angie's forehead on the ground, we're taking a bunch of tension off of her neck, right, and her upper traps. Because we don't want the movement to come from here. We want it to come from the middle of the back, these posture muscles here. So she's going Y, like YMCA, and her thumbs are pointed to the ceiling. And so then all she's going to do is lift those hands off the ground, squeeze, and come back down. So as she does that, the shoulder blades squeeze to the middle of her back. And that's it. She's going to do 10 of them. Now, while you're down here, Ange, I'm just going to show you one more modification, or not even a modification. This is kind of going back a step for rowing. If you have no weight at home, it can be really hard to get rowing exercises in. So just show them a Cobra, Ange.
Fix my hat.
Fix your accessories. There we go.
Ready?
And so at the very least, you can get a little bit of back work in, right? You can do the same amount of reps, 10 reps. You drive down hard and you make sure those shoulders are away from your ears, and you're lifting your chest to the ceiling. It's not going to hit your lats like a row would, but you can at least get some rhomboid and some other upper back activation in here. And you know, we can't neglect pulling or rowing movements just because we're at home. So if you have no dumbbells whatsoever, no kettlebells, no bands, nothing, this is a great substitution. All right?
It really helps me to feel my lats. If when you come up, you corkscrew those elbows in hard.
Yeah, perfect. So corkscrew the elbows out. Get those armpits going. All right, so that's what we're doing. So again, we're gonna hit 3 rounds with you. If you're just feeling like, man, I need more of that upper body work, go ahead, hit pause, do 2 more rounds, and then join us for the finisher.
All right, so make sure that you have, the only equipment you need is for your row. So either you're gonna do the gorilla row, remember, with the 2 bells, or you're gonna do single arm. All right, we're gonna start with push-ups. Everything's gonna be 10. Push-ups though, we have that 2-second pause when our chest hits the surface, pushing back up hard, 10 on everything else. All right, push-ups first. So either take it to the ground or take it elevated. So I'm gonna go ahead and go elevated. I'm gonna get up on the balls of my feet. All right, draw my belly button in, long to the top of the head, coming down, pause for 2, holding, 1, 2, push hard away, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 6, 1, 2, 7, 1, 2, 8, 1, 2. Remember, elbows back at 45 degrees. 1, 2. Last 1, 1, 2. Okay. Dead bugs. Remember, we're using that dead bug to teach us how to stay nice and tight through the center for that push-up. So let's bring it down. We're going 3 per side, just like the warm-up. All right, here we go. Legs up, arms up, back flat to the ground, drop. Hold it. 1, 2, 3. Up. 1, 2, 3. Up. Push hard through the heels. Both heels long through the fingertips. Close it up. 2. 1, 2, 3. One more each side. 1, 2, 3. Last 1. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Okay. Let's get ready for the rows. I'm going to do gorilla rows. So I'm going to have the bells together right under my shoulders. So wrist under the shoulder, nice flat back. So I'm going to start by sitting back into my hips. Hands right under the shoulder, big chest, belly button drawn in. We're going 10 per side. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. All right, come on down for the Y pull. Okay. Gotta move my hat for a minute. Here we go. Forehead flat to the ground. Thumbs up, making a Y with those arms. And pull those shoulders down. Lift up and squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Good to go. Elevated. So I'm going to go ahead and go elevated. I'm going to get up on the balls of my feet. All right. Draw my belly button in. Long through the top of the head. Coming down. Pause for 2. Hold it. 1, 2. Push hard away. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 6. 1, 2, 7. 1, 2, 8. 1, 2. Remember, elbows back at 45 degrees. 1, 2. Last 1. 1, 2. Okay. Dead bugs. Remember, we're using that dead bug to teach us how to stay nice and tight through the center for that push-up. So let's bring it down. We're going 3 per side, just like the warm-up. All right, here we go. Legs up, arms up, back flat to the ground, drop. Hold it. 1, 2, 3. Up. 1, 2, 3. Up. Push hard through the heels. Both heels long through the fingertips. Close it up. 2. 1, 2, 3. One more each side. 1, 2, 3. Last 1. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Okay. Let's get ready for the rows. I'm going to do gorilla rows. So So I'm gonna have the bells together right under my shoulders. So wrist under the shoulder, nice flat back. So I'm gonna start by sitting back into my hips. Hands right under the shoulder, big chest, belly button drawn in. We're going 10 per side. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. All right, come on down for the Y pole. Okay. Gotta move my hat for a minute. Here we go. Forehead flat to the ground. Thumbs up, making a Y with those arms. And pull those shoulders down. Lift up and squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Good to go. Elevated. So I'm going to go ahead and go elevated. I'm going to get up on the balls of my feet. All right. Draw my belly button in. Long to the top of the head. Coming down. Pause for 2. Hold it. 1, 2. Push hard away. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 6. 1, 2, 7. 1, 2, 8. 1, 2. Remember, elbows back at 45 degrees. 1, 2. Last 1. 1, 2. Okay. Dead bug. Remember, we're using that dead bug to teach us how to stay nice and tight through the center for that push-up. So let's bring it down. We're going 3 per side, just like the warm-up. All right, here we go. Legs up, arms up, back flat to the ground, drop. Hold it. 1, 2, 3. Up. 1, 2, 3. Up. Push hard through the heels. Both heels long to the fingertips. Close it up. 2. 1, 2, 3. One more each side. 1, 2, 3. Last one. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Okay. Let's get ready for the rows. I'm going to do gorilla rows. So I'm going to have the bells together right under my shoulders. So wrist under the shoulder, nice flat back. So I'm going to start by sitting back into my hips. Hands right under the shoulder, big chest, belly button drawn in. We're going 10 per side. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. All right, come on down for the Y pole. Okay. Got to move my hat for a minute. Here we go. Forehead flat to the ground. Thumbs up, making a Y with those arms. And pull those shoulders down. Lift up and squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Good to go.
All right, gang. Hopefully you're enjoying that workout so far. Rachel, you can you can now go grab some water. All right, we are going to do the finisher next. All right, so get some water. Collect yourself from those Y pulls. We are doing the crawling variations. 45 seconds of work, 45 seconds of rest. We're going to do 5 rounds of it. And then we will just go on with whatever else we do in these quarantined times. All right? So we are going to start in 25 seconds. Why is that? Because in 15 seconds will be the exact 46-second mark. And then I'm going to hit the timer, which has a 10-second countdown. How does that sound? So remember, you are going forward on the leopard crawls, backwards on the leopard crawl, sideways. Doesn't matter. Use whatever space you got. 10-second countdown. And you can follow along with Ian and Jay here. They're super excited to do this with you. 3, 2, 1, let's go. And I'm going to drop a beat because that's what I do now.